think I need a quarantine because I don't walk at Halloween. I read it in the privacy and need it. Allergic to it. I'm very yeah. And I'm back in the city. Yeah. Back in the city. Back in the city. And I'm back in the city. And I'm back in the city. Yeah. Yeah. Back in the city. Flow. Yeah.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on the... This very special Easter Sunday. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we go. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. It'll be the Nets off the tip. Pass to Garland. Chandler is screen. Garland attacking. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Now Durant. Following Davion Mitchell's three-point attempt. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets on offense. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Bane. Bane drawn the double team. From deep Harden. Mobley misses. And so Grant will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Now Mitchell. After the missed three from Evan Mobley. Williams in the post. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Pass to Bane. And it's sent back by KD. Bane. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Hornets ball. Now here's Durant. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Hornets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. Greg, last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Clock is at 3. Driving to the basket. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Chandler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. Going into the first game of the season, he said, we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea, considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Another shot, and it's Durant laying it in.
Well, don't you love it when Durant is mixing it up on the interior, using his size to his advantage.
And so it's Katie with it. He brings up the ball for the Hornets. It's deflected. Stolen by Garland. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Taken away by Williams. It's Durant on the wing. To the middle. Williams inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
He's off on the second.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years, assembling a super team. And before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Outside Durant. Grant trying to break free. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now Caruso. There's a screen by Robinson. Williams with the block. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3.
Yeah, remarkable positioning from Thaddeus Young. He played perfect defense, really alters the shot.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets lead by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Nets trailed by 4. Pass to Okogie. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Offensive rebound. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Hornets leading by 4. Grant outside. Sharp.
Well, Jeremy Grant doing work at the rim. Don't give him any space, boy. This guy can get up.
Pass to Robinson. Rozier with the steal. Here's Grant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First team.
I think any time you can stretch your NBA career over a decade, that is a serious accomplishment. Consider Thaddeus Young, 16th year in his career. Incredible.
Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Chandler's shot, good.
Well, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
As for Thaddeus Young, a big contributor everywhere he's gone.
Greg, this guy, 13 straight years, averaging double digits in scoring. He was a starter in many of those seasons, and now kind of assumes that role of the grizzled veteran, passing on all that hard-earned wisdom.
To the paint. Pass to Vassell. No good on the three.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
The three from Harden doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Johnson, a wide open look. On the wing, Johnson. Rozier looking around. Clock at 6. Pass to Vassell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Vassell's got 6. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Owen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. Mobley misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
Pass to Garland. Shot to stop the run. Chandler trying to free himself up. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Grant outside. Jacks up a 3. Chandler with the rebound. Nets trailed by 15. And Harden with the stuff.
We've always known James Harden is a thirsty scorer, and if you get him out in transition, look out. He's going to be aggressive.
Pass to Grant. Johnson outside. And here is Vassell. Knocks down the 3 ball. Vassell's got 9 points in the quarter.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Here's Bane. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fires the 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Smith outside. Durant wide open. He fires. And another three for Charlotte.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Harden outside. Pass to Bane. Back to Harden. Pulls from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully he can as well.
Here's Nwaba. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Picked by Williams. Stolen by Robinson. Johnson outside. On the wing, Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Robert Williams. For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West, well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Here's Rozier. And the Hornets miss again. The Nets on offense. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Johnson the screen. From past the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound.
If there's been a glaring weakness for the Charlotte Hornets these past several seasons, they clearly are not a good enough defensive team. And I mean that both in the painted area and with their perimeter guard play on the defensive end.
Clearly a foul.
And Doris with a strong post presence. Could the Hornets have been a playoff team?
Well, I think it's a foundational piece to any championship level defense. Most of the best defenses begin by taking away the painted area and easy shots and build outward, Kevin. So for me, it's more than just individual parts. You have to add in mentality and commitment and defensive principles that are built from the coach on through the personnel.
1:37 left in the third. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte leading by 22. Pass to Nwaba. Left side, KD. Johnson the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And then Johnson with the dunk.
To me, this is where Terry Rozier can absolutely punish you. With the shot or on the pass and pick and roll, he's a problem.
Down low. Here's Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Rozier. Johnson in the corner. They set the pick. Here's Richards. Stolen by Robinson. Poked loose. Here's Okogie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Terry Rozier.
Now, Josh Okogie has the kind of frame and aggression that allows him to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
To the inside. Vanderbilt. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte.
Watch the screen.
Inside. Chandler with the steal. Here's Harden on the wing. 6 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think defensively, it's often a better percentage play to foul Chandler than to let him have an easy shot in close.
Chandler hits them both. Vanderbilt with it to the left wing. Pass to Vassell. Here's the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets trailed by 18. From deep three-point range to the inside. Down low. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Mwaba. Back to Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. The 3. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 18. Garland, no good. Here's Vanderbilt. No good there. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the paint. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Vanderbilt. Oh, good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Harden with the stuff.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Mitchell looking it over. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Charlotte again missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Harden. That's tipped. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets trailed by 14. Pass to Baines. Back to Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Pass to Vassell. Stolen by Harden. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Charlotte making a switch here. Timeout called the Nets. And the Nets making a change here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. There's the pick. Johnson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Johnson surveying the floor. Grant outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And the Hornets lead by 16.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And the jam by Harden.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
Zubac's in the post. Here's Vassell. And it's the Hornets another three.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Charlotte.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Robert Williams.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Johnson in the corner. Harden left side. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Chandler a screen. Tries again. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
James Harden is just so good at drawing contact and getting himself to the charity stripe. It has been a specialty of his over the years.
And here is Vassell. Johnson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they...
Slipping, never catch me slipping. Yeah, we different, different. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, slipping, slipping. Never catch me slipping. Oh.
cautious who you come with. That's what she told me. She said, make sure they gon' ride for you. Just be cautious. I'll make sure that you make it home safely tonight. Be honest, I don't know what's really waiting on you. Got a bunch of niggas outside hating on you. She looking like, what did I get myself into? She looking like she gon' call the nigga. Oh, she from the birds and all. She don't wanna see me take it to another level. She be secondhand embarrassed like a scarlet letter. I don't wanna let her down. I don't wanna let her down. I promise we would have a good time tonight. As soon as we walk in, my arms are over there. Watch them stop and stare. Don't go no further than that, no, no. They know I got them with me, yeah. You just can't see them. They'll come rush if I need them. They'll come rush, baby. Dance with me, just dance with me. Cool up, she just a fan with me. Love with me, girls with me, with me, with me. I see them looking at me. I can see in your eyes that it's jealousy. And I wish it would be bold enough to step to me, step to me, step to me.
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no.